Acha leo nikuibie siri, mapenzi yanaumizaga, mapenzi yanalizaga wewe. Ni fumbo silotabiri, tulize tulitendwaga, tulize tuliumizwaga wewe. Yani uwezi kuamini, hata upe nini, hata tekwa nami, wala uwezi kuamini, hata upe nini, hata kuacha niamini. Yani kama mapenzi yanakushinda, achana nayo, usiyalazimishe, achana nayo, utakuja kuwawa vibaya we, achana nayo, waniulize mimi, achana nayo. On the beats. Acha leo nikuibie siri, mapenzi yanaumizaga, mapenzi yanalizaga wewe. Ni fumbo silotabiri, tulize tulitendwaga, tulize tuliumizwaga wewe. Yani uwezi kuamini, hata upe nini, hata tekwa nami, wala uwezi kuamini, hata upe nini, hata kuacha niamini. Yani kama mapenzi yanakushinda, achana nayo, usiyalazimishe, achana nayo, utakuja kuwawa vibaya we, achana nayo, waniulize mimi, achana nayo, nilishindwa nishike lipi.
Hello, hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful song there, Achana Nayo. This show is a special show about experiences abroad, away from your home country. And I'm one of them who has been away for more than 10 years. Even though I've been visiting home. I'm starting a show for my friends who are in the United States or in Canada to come and share their experiences of life abroad. Do you remember the first time you are the first time you are taking the flight? Oh my goodness. Do you remember that day you entered into the airplane? We want to hear those experiences, but at the same time we want to connect people about jobs and opportunities abroad. So the show here is a special show. If you want to join me and share your experience, I'll be giving you my experience. The first time I boarded an airplane in 2011, more than 10 years ago. What an experience, huh? I was sweating. I almost cried. Frances Ohen, good morning to you. Becky Chibwe Zambia watching, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Lioness Ann, good morning to you. Happy new month. Oh, it's already new month. In the United States, it's still April the 30th. If you're in the US, let me know. Which state are you representing right now? If you're working in the US or in Canada, let me know. This show is for you. Lamanta Grace, good morning. Komboka Madiba, good morning to you. Nice song right there. Nimewachana pia, achana na mapenzi. Kama mapenzi sio poa, achana nayo. That's my song that I just did a TikTok video about it. Molly Zach, happy new month to you too. Thank you so much. Kerubo Sara, hello. Becky Chibwe, please send me the link of that song. The song title is called Achana Nayo by a musician called Paradise. Paradise, You see there on the screen? Beautiful message there that if love is not working, just leave it alone, Paradise. Becky Chibwe, that's the title of the song, Very nice message. gonna be telling you my experience the first time I boarded an airplane. I like this song.
Wala uwezi kuamini, hata umpe nini, hata kuacha niamini. Yani kama mapenzi yanakushinda, achana nayo, usialazimishe, achana nayo, utakuja kuwawa vibaya we, achana nayo, waniulize mimi, achana nayo.
What a beautiful song there by Paradise. Isere Olivia Glow, Mambo Big Boss, Mambo Poa, Caroline Makori, happy new month to you. Nora Nyabuto, hello there. Although I'm a bit sleepy, okay, good night. You can continue sleeping. Patricia Valentine, good morning. Mugambe Junior, here I am. So Becky Chibwe, the title of that song is Achana Nayo. If the love is not working, just leave it alone. Don't force things. The first time I boarded airplane in 2011. Oh, my goodness. You know, I used to think that boarding an airplane, there were 3 kinds of airplanes. For people who are boarding first class, business class, and economy class. I used to think there are 3 different airplanes. In fact, even before I boarded the airplane, I remember it was my first time to ride on the Mugambi Junior. Hello, Junior there. Can you hear me? It was my first time to ride on escalator. Is it escalator or was that? That thing that the steps that goes up. It was my first time coming from the village boy. And then when I was climbing those steps, by the time they were coming to the end, I was jumping. Nilikuwa naruka. I always used to jump a little bit. Until one guy told me, hey Benjamin, mbona unaruka hii kitu? Ufai kuruka, unaenda tu pole pole. But I blame my physics teacher. The physics teacher never taught me that when that thing is moving, the speed it's moving, you don't need to jump. Those steps, when they are moving slowly like this, it's very intimidating when you're coming from the village for the first time. And that was my first experience. Kuruka hiyo escalator. Ni escalator ama ni elevator? Mugambi Junior, Brooke Ogembo. Hello, Brooke.
Okay, Benjamin.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Habari ya siku?
Salama sana. Unaongea kutoka wapi?
Naongea kutoka Nairobi, Rongai.
Nairobi wapi?
Ongata, Rongai.
Ongata, Rongai. Niambie.
Yes. Niko fiti.
Sunday umeamkaje, umelalaje?
Sunday niliamka poa, nilala poa, labda yako.
Mimi hapa ni America, ni saa 6 usiku, so nafanya show ya wale watu walifanikiwa kwenda majuu, waseme experience zao.
Okay.
Umewahi panda ndege?
Sijawahi.
Unatarajia kupanda ndege kwa maisha yako?
Natarajia sana.
Unaona unaweza panda by when?
Sasa hapo ndio siwezi jua, lakini
ni nchi gani ungependa sana kuenda kama Mungu angekufungulia njia?
Natamani sana kwenda Amerika.
Unajua kitu inaitwa green card?
Green card?
Yeah.
Though nimeisikia lakini sijawahi ona.
Hujawahi jaza green card? Ni watu wanachaguliwa bahati nasibu, alafu unakuja Amerika. Kila unajaza online tu kila Oktoba, ni free of charge.
Okay.
Uko na passport ile ya kutravel?
Asina.
So naweza kukuadvise. So umemaliza form 4, ulisoma mpaka form 4 ama uliwachia katikati?
Nilimaliza form 4.
So what I want to advise you, try to get a passport for traveling. Ni 1500 tu, unaenda pa kama uko na birth certificate.
Niko nazo.
ID za wazazi, hata kama wako hai ama walikuacha?
Niko nazo.
Sasa we enda pale jaza online, alafu ujaze, uende ushike passport. Ukishashika passport kabla Oktoba, ikiwa Oktoba ndakusaidia kujaza hiyo green card.
Okay.
Lakini lazima ukuwe na passport. It's a must.
Okay.
Passport ni 5,000 peke yake tu. Ukikuwa na 5,000 basi enda kwa cyber cafe, alafu jaza hizo forms, birth certificate na ID za wazazi, alafu utaenda ulipe and then utapata hiyo passport. Ukishapata passport, then ikifika Oktoba nitakusaidia kujaza green card ya kuja America.
Benjamin, sasa hiyo 5,000 unayotumia Kenya ni mbaya.
Nini hiyo?
Hiyo 5,000 na hiyo chumi ya Kenya.
Hapana, kama unataka kitu lazima uko na miezi, saizi tuko Mei. Uko na miezi 5. Usiweke excuse. Wewe fanya vile utafanya, upate 5,000, ushike passport, uongoje Oktoba.
Si ndio?
Ukiweka uchumi ni mbaya, sasa wewe ni wale acha nikuweka kwa kamera. Haya, ongea na serikali. Unataka serikali kusaidia na nini? Sema, ongea na serikali. Sema naomba serikali ikusaidie na nini?
Nataka tukazi.
Wewe Brook, fanya hivyo vile nimekuambia tafuta passport kabla Oktoba, alafu ndakujazia hiyo green card Oktoba.
Sawa sawa.
Asante sana kwa kukuja kwa show.
Thank you.
Nakutakia kila laheri. Enjoy your Sunday.
Sawa, asante.
Karibu sana. All right. Ogira Dan.
Yes, Benjamin, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay too. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Calling from Nairobi.
You're in Nairobi too. Okay. How is Nairobi city today?
Nairobi, we are doing well.
Everything
is okay. We're just preparing for the holiday.
The Eid holiday.
Yes. You know, we've been having a long holiday since Thursday.
Oh yeah, since the burial of the third president.
Yeah, the third president. So after that, we hit the ground, and campaigns are here with us.
Tell me, what do you do for a living, my brother?
Personally, I run a farm called Primeworth Research Center.
Prime what?
Primeworth.
Primeworth, okay.
Yes. Prime,
what
then
is,
Worth.
Prime, what is this farm about?
We do, mostly it is writing. We do writing and research. So currently partner with a company called Essay Pro, based in the United Kingdom. So through the company, we get clients, students, so that tunawafanyia the research and exams.
You help these lazy students?
Yes, these lazy students with money.
Lazy but with money?
Yes, lazy with the money.
Writing the essays and the dissertations, courseworks. What do you help the students with?
No, everything. We do anything academic. Because I have a team. I don't do it myself. It is only that today is a weekend, but I have a team around 10 writers with a workstation. So I source the jobs for them. Even as we speak, I'm working on the same. I'm getting the jobs for them.
I want you to focus on the camera because this can be a very big platform for you. Many people are watching you. Focus on the camera because it's going to be like an interview and you market your farm. I can see there's a first complaint by Naomi Mangi saying that those students are not, they are not lazy, but they are just busy.
All right, okay, but
yes,
I'm telling Naomi. Okay, some are busy. We agree, but there are a few of them. Let me not use the word lazy because I'll be
lazy is very negative. Yeah.
Yes. I have withdrawn that.
So they are just busy. They are busy But they have to finish writing on time.
Yes, writing on time.
Do you help
So-
students from the certificate level to the diploma? What kind of students do you normally help with the writing?
We do, because I've been working for all the students, even the high school. So it is across all the academic levels, PhD, masters, and everything. We handle everything across all the levels. Yeah. It's
And
not about.
What are your charges? Is it negotiable, or do you have a standard charge? If you want me, if I want you to write for me my master's degrees dissertation, is there a specific cost for that?
Yes, because first of all, it depends with the technicality of the paper. If maybe we are doing, a non-technical paper,
For example?
we charge differently. Okay, for instance, non-technical papers, these papers which doesn't involve any calculation, any technicality in it. So for such, we have standard charges.
Like,
And
are
then
you
the
okay
tech-
to mention
and
the
the-
amount? How much do you charge for such a student who comes to you and wants to be helped with a non-technical paper?
Non-technical paper, it normally ranges between $5, between $5 to $8.
$5 to $8.
Yes.
And what if it's the technical paper, which has calculations and all those things?
Technical papers runs up to around $15.
$15 and 15 to just $15 or more than that?
Okay, what I'm saying, the lowest we charge is 5. And then now it depends. It may be technical, and then again we consider the level of the paper. It may be a technical paper, but a high school level. You can't charge that person the same way you are charging a student, a PhD student with a technical work.
Okay.
Yeah, so it all depends with the level of the paper as well. Yeah.
What do you say? So Naomi is still complaining. Naomi is saying,
All right.
I'm writing my own paper right now. I'm not lazy,
All
I'm
right.
but I'm busy.
Allow me to talk to Naomi directly.
Yes.
I think, Naomi, that was a slip of the tongue. I have withdrawn the statement and I apologize. Yes, I apologize for that.
Okay. Somebody is surprised that your charges are very low. Martha Mutiga says, writing a whole paper for $15. Is that, and in America, it's $15 per page.
Again, something which I did mention. I can't charge a Kenyan client the same way I'm charging, a US-based client. So I think that also we consider. But again, what Naomi is saying.
No, this is Martha Mutiga, yeah.
Okay, Martha. Because, for example, the company. Can I turn the camera to show you the,
Yeah, you can turn it, or you can tell. Is it on a Facebook page, or do you have a website? I can open it from my laptop.
No, these are.
What is that?
These are very sensitive. Let me just turn the camera to show you something slightly.
All right, turn the camera and then we can see. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Connections Show, business and ideas. If you want to join and share your experience about abroad or your business, this is Ogira Dan. Ogira.
Yes.
Ogira helps the students to write their academic papers. He wants to show us something what he normally does in Nairobi. But if you're in America or in Canada, you can join the show right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Benjamin.
Yes.
I wanted to turn the camera to the laptop. And unfortunately, it has some issues. But what I was saying, if we are working for a company, because this company is called Isai Pro, and in that case, they look for the client themselves. And then the company has had some writers, and I'm one of them. So the company charges the writer. So personally, I get my pay through the company. So in that case, I only get 40% of the total. The other 60% remains with the company. So if I have a direct client, that is something different because I'm working on a platform for a given group.
So you're working
So
under
that-
Isay Pro from the UK
Yes.
as one of
So
their
in
writers.
Yes. So in that case, I'm not paid directly by the student, but then the student pays the company.
Pays the Isay Pro, and then you get your
Yes.
commission.
Yes. So in that case, I only get 40%, which is different. If maybe I contact you directly, you see, you tell me, Dan, I have this paper. Can you do it for me? That is a one-on-one transaction. But it has a disadvantage. In this case, you are dealing with somebody. You are in Japan. I'm in Nairobi. We've not met anywhere. We're only talking online. So there are a lot of insecurities. You'll work for a client, and then after that they disappear. You not get them anywhere. But in this case, for the company, even if we get small percentage, you are sure you'll get your money at the end of it. So it is different from working with direct clients, which they trust issues online work.
Are you intending
Yeah,
to get your own personal clients in Nairobi? Do you hope to get some of them?
Yes. I even have some, but if I get more, there's no problem because I have a team. So I can assure anybody that the work, if you give us anything, it will be delivered in time and quality. Yeah.
That's nice. Awesome. Yeah. So Dan, if
Yes,
you don't
yes.
mind me asking you, what is your profession other than just write? What did you study, and what did you specialize in?
Okay, I did education, Bachelor of Education in Kenyatta University. I finished that in 2019.
Which subjects did you study?
I did business geography at KU.
Subject. Yes.
Then after that, I didn't go to class. I didn't look for job because I was already doing this as a part-time. Then I just proceeded with this one, but I also registered. Currently, I'm studying as well. I'm doing laws as we speak.
Wow.
So I'm still a student as well from this one. I did education first degree, but then I also opted to do, laws, which I'm doing right away.
Are you doing an undergraduate law degree or is it a postgraduate?
No, undergraduate.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Good. So the people who are watching you here and they are not lazy but busy, but they want
Yes.
their academic papers to be written. How can they contact you as Ogira Dan?
I can give my number. I can give my email. I don't have a problem.
Do you have an
Yes,
email
yes.
address?
Yes, I do.
I want you to read the email address slowly. I'm going to type it on your name. What's your email address?
Okay. Ogira Dan, the way it is there,
Yes, ogiradan
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
Yes, it's just the way it is.
If they
the
want
name
a
is.
paper written on certificate level, diploma level, or undergraduate, they can always send you an email and then you can negotiate on what to do.
Yes, we can negotiate. And again, I was telling you, we do because we do all the papers because the team I have other people, with the masters and all the levels. So we handle everything. Yes, we handle everything, be it dissertation, It's yeah.
Okay. Wow. And
Yeah.
how long does it take to write a paper? If I want you to help my sister to write a diploma project paper, how long can it take?
It depends with the number of pages. Yeah.
Okay.
If, for example, if it is a page, a quality page, a first writer will do that in an hour or less. So it depends with the number of pages. It all depends with the number of pages, so we can talk about that.
One more question. Why didn't you want to become a teacher?
Not that I did education.
You studied to be a teacher, but why
Yes,
haven't
yes,
you? Because I've been a teacher for the last 10 years. Why didn't you
Yeah,
decide to go to class?
Okay, what is there ever since? I always wanted to be, to be a lawyer. But then while joining campus, I did have the option, that option,
To study law.
because yes, because I just finished high school, but then I didn't get the the prerequisite requirement to be a government sponsored law student. And then so I did education, from the pressure from parents.
Wow.
Yes. But then, so I wanted to do laws as a self-sponsored student. But again, at that time, my parents were unable to raise that. So when I joined campus, I get into these writing things. So after, along the way, I started paying my school fee myself in KU. Then now I'm doing it alone now as a law student, self-sponsored.
So are you paying for the for yourself to study law?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you.
And so far, you are you in the first year of law? Because I know law in Kenya takes about 4 years to study. Is it 4 years or more than 4 years?
It is 4 years. But then after campus you go to Kenya School of Law again.
The Kenya School of Law again to study about 1 year.
Yes. So currently, I'm going to my third year. So I'm technically a second year, but going to third year. Yeah. So after that, I'll finish that, go to Kenya School of Law, then come back after that, join the bar, then we do the work.
I'm happy for you, man. You're doing your best to do what you really wanted, even though you studied education. Even for me, I studied education, and I always wanted to be on TV and in radio, but I didn't get I didn't get the qualifications to go and study to join the radio or the TV. So I did education again, like you, for 3 years.
I know you're here.
Yeah, and then I said I'm not yet very old. I can have my own radio online.
Yeah, sure. I know you're here.
And now I'm here. This is my TV.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying doing this. This is what I always wanted when I was so young, at the age of 5. It was my dream. But after studying education and then teaching for more than 10 years, I realized, wow, maybe teaching is not my thing.
And everything is possible.
Yeah, you can go back to do what you really wanted to do in your life. There's always
Yeah,
time.
and it is never too late. Yeah.
And now I'm here. I'm doing these shows, and I'm happy to even connect with you, and you
All right,
connecting
thanks
with
so
other
much.
people. And I'm happy that you are trying as much as you can to pursue your dream that you always wanted to be a lawyer. Let me ask you one last question before I let you go. Dan,
All right. Yes.
what is the best what is the best quality of a lawyer, or what should a lawyer have to make a good lawyer?
To make a good lawyer,
Yes.
even if for me, I believe everything, be it teaching, be it medical field, legal, and all the areas. All you need to be good in what you're doing is integrity.
Integrity.
Yes.
It's a very smart answer, Dan.
Whether a teacher or not, that is key.
Lawyers in Africa, together with the politicians and the police officer, do you think they have integrity? Do they have enough integrity?
But again, now it depends. Someone's understanding, on the word integrity. But but again, it is a profession like any other. It is a profession like any other.
I like that answer.
So
Integrity is very important in any profession. So long as you
yeah,
are doing your job correctly
yes,
and
yes.
you uphold integrity. But personally, I believe that to be a good lawyer, you have to know how to debate and defend your client as much as you can.
Yes, yes.
even though
And I
even though
believe,
you know he's a murderer, you have to defend him.
yeah, because that is your role. You know, when you hire me as a lawyer, and I know there's a footage, everything is clear, you killed that person. My responsibility is to convince the magistrate or the judge, that no, my client didn't do it. It is so my responsibility is to protect the client. Yeah. So
That is that
it
integrity.
it is not integrity, but what I'm saying,
Yes.
the job of any lawyer, if you do something today, if you go to a bank, you steal some money and everything, and then now you hire a lawyer. So the job of that lawyer is to protect you. But again, integrity comes in when some lawyers, you choose the kind of matters to defend. You don't just come, everything is clear on the video, on the footage. You have killed somebody. You come to to hire me and protect you from that. So it depends with you now as a person. Are you going to pick up any case because you are looking for money? Because everything is money here.
Yep.
So as you choose what to do, the more you choose the cases to defend, we are in a limit what you get. So are you going to stand with the right thing, or are you going to do it for money?
To do it for the money.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
very tough one. Yeah. I understand what you mean, but I like your answer. The first answer which you gave about integrity. I believe it's very important for any profession, whether you're a politician, a lawyer, a journalist,
Yeah, sure.
a police officer. Integrity is always really important, and it can
Yeah,
help you
very
to
key.
make those decisions. If you feel like, wow, this is a murderer, I have to defend him, but I know that he murdered someone, and then you combine with the integrity, then you can make a decision whether to continue defending the
That
client
or not.
or not.
Yeah,
Thank you, my
sure.
brother. So Ogira Dan there, ladies and gentlemen, he is
Thank
helping
you, sir.
students and people who are writing or doing academic papers in Kenya. Kindly contact him. That is his email address there, ogiradan@gmail. If you have a brother or a sister or a cousin who is struggling to write an academic paper, certificate level, diploma, or even undergraduate or even masters, he has other members who can help you with the writing of that paper. This show is all about that connection, and the connections about jobs and opportunities to get things done in your life. And
thank you so much.
Opportunity. Contact him, ogiradan@gmail, and make sure you tell him I saw you in Benjamin's show. You can do academic writing papers. I'm here. Can you help me, or can you help my brother or my sister or my cousin? And Ogiradan, in future, in case I need your help, I will always contact you.
Thank you so much, Benjamin.
And thank you so much. I wish you all the best in your law studies and also your job as you help writing those papers for those students. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful Sunday.
Have a nice one too. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your Sunday.
All right. Welcome.
All right. Wow. If you want to join me this show, the people who are in the US and in Canada, as I was giving you my experience of boarding the airplane for the first time, I thought that in the airplane there were three kinds of airplanes. One for the first class, and then business class. So when I entered in the airplane, I was very lucky to enter from the door there, the one which is in the front side. And then when I entered, I saw some people seated on big seats. The people who sit on First class. Their seats are wide and spacious. Some of them were already drinking and eating. Very nice. It's a very bad feeling if you have ever boarded a plane and for you are going to take the economy class. So I entered, I looked at them. All of them looked very handsome, very well dressed. It's very nice to take a first class, and I believe and pray before my time is up on earth, I will be able to sit on a first class seat to travel, to go anywhere, even if it's a short distance for 1 hour, for 2 hours. It's beautiful to sit on those seats, because in an airplane, I always say it's like a bus. It's a bus that you cannot go outside, or you cannot walk outside. So when you're seated on economy class where you cannot recline your seat, it's a very painful thing if the distance is too long. So I entered, I saw the people who were sitting on first class, others with their laptops. Everyone had expensive laptops, you know. It's where celebrities and politicians from Africa sit. They can afford that first class. It is always 3 times or 4 times more expensive than the people who sit behind there, near the engine, near the kitchen of the airplane. And then I passed through the first class. I went all the way to the middle class, the business class. So the people seated there. You know, with social media, sometimes you want to lie to people. You want to lie to people that you have boarded an airplane and you are seated on business class. So what I did, I sat there for 2 minutes. Then I told those flight attendants to take me a picture so that I can put it on Facebook and tell people I have boarded business class. I am a very rich young man, and now I'm seated on business class. So they took me those pictures. I still have those pictures. I look at them, and sometimes I'm like, wow, Benjamin, what were you doing? Trying to lie to people that you're boarding a business class. What so many people are doing these days, lying on Facebook that they are enjoying life, and with some nice towel, DXL Audi. I want you to come live and share your experience. This show is about your experiences. If you're free and you want to join, come here and share your experiences. The first time you boarded an airplane, the country you went to, your first few months in that place, homesick, and how you wanted to even go back, even thinking of committing suicide. You thought that you was going to get money, to make money abroad. And then you went there, you realize that there's no money. Getting money abroad means working non-stop, 16 hours without breathing and without even sleeping enough. So I passed the business class. I took those pictures, and then later on I posted them on my Instagram to lie to people that I was using or I boarded business class, which was not true. The picture is still there. And that was about 10 years ago. And then I went to sit on the economy class. So when I sat in the economy class, where people do not have enough money to travel, where most people always sit, I sat on the window seat, and then I was near the the airplane wing. Now you see, this was my first time in the airplane. When I opened the window, I could see the wings of the airplane. So I was seated there. I still had the mobile connection. So I was still chatting with my mother, and my mother was crying and telling me, oh, I will miss you, after hugging her at the airport. And then I was telling her, now I'm inside the airplane. We're just waiting to fly. Then what happened? I was seated there. My flight was supposed to depart at around, what time was it? Around 2:30 in the afternoon, 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. 2:30 in the afternoon. So I was seated there. I looked at my phone and my watch. It was already past 2:30. And then I was seated with another gentleman who was on my right hand, the right side, the right seat. We were only 2 guys. This guy, all along, since I sat there, he was reading a Bible. So, can you imagine sitting with someone at the airplane and he or she is reading a Bible? So he was reading a Bible. I was like, wow, I can't even remember the last time I read a Bible. This guy is reading a Bible at this time. Why is he reading a Bible? So because I didn't know him, I didn't know anything about him. We were all passengers in the airplane. Maybe it was his first time. It's my first time. I'm seated there. So I'm waiting for the flight to take off. I look at the window. Every time I open the window, I see the wing is just like this. Then I close the window. I look at my watch. It is past 2:30. It's 2:45. Then I open the window again. I see the wing is just like this. All the time the wing is just like that. So I couldn't even imagine that wing cannot disappear. For me, I thought that the wing was going to disappear, honestly speaking. After we go up, the wing is going to disappear, and then we go up and fly, and I go to where I was going. So all the time I was looking at this guy. He was reading the Bible. And then I look at the screen, and there was a screen there on the front seat. I tried to operate. I couldn't operate it. I didn't know how to operate that screen, so I left it alone there. Then I decided to put on the flight is it called the flight route. I was just looking at it. So this airplane will take how many hours? 5 hours from Kenya to Dubai, and then Dubai to Japan. Okay. Then the airplane started taking off. Oh my goodness. There was a lady behind the seat behind me. When the plane was taking off, I heard somebody crying. This lady started crying. I think she was, I don't know why she was crying. So she was crying, and real serious crying. Then on the other side, the right side of where I was seated, the extreme right, there was a man who was already drunk. Airplane has very different characters, very different personalities. And if you didn't know, people who are traveling, their stress levels are always very high. There was a man who was very drunk, seated on the other side. So when he heard the other lady crying, he asked, "Mbona unalia nini?" kama tutakufa tutakufa wote. Meaning in English, why are you crying? If you're crying, if we are going to die, if it's an accident, you know that an airplane accident, nobody survives. So why are you crying? Is it your first time to board an airplane? So I had to turn and look at who is this lady who was crying behind me. I had a lot of tension. I was sweating, and then the plane is taking off. So it's like, oh my goodness. First time experience airplane is not a joke. Then finally, the flight attendants came and talked to that lady and told her, hey, relax, everything is okay. You don't have to cry. And then she confessed, this was my first time. Hii ni siku yangu ya kwanza nimepanda ndege. Mimi ni mkimbiaji. Alikuwa mkale, by the way. She was a Kalenjin lady, I think alikuwa sijua ameitwa wapi kwenda kukimbia. She was crying and saying, this is my first time in the airplane, and that's why I'm crying, and I'm so scared. I want to go back. I wish I didn't take this flight. So those people tried to control her. They calmed her down, and eventually she kept quiet and stopped crying. And I don't even know how old she was, but later on, I think when I looked at her, she looked like she was about 22 or 23 years old. Same as me the day I had a flight. I was very drunk at the Shibe. Very drunk, very drunk. Now, the most interesting part on the first time in airplane is going to the toilet. First of all, if you drink a lot of beer and water, it's the worst mistake. If you are boarding an airplane and you drink a lot of beer and a lot of water for the first time. For me, I think I was very nervous, so I had to go and use the toilet. I entered in the toilet. The toilet of an airplane is so tiny, yani ni ndogo, unakaa ndani. I entered there, then I sat there, and then I helped myself. Now, the worst part was to flush the toilet. So I pressed the flush button. The sound that flush button made, I jumped. So I was alone in the toilet. I ended up jumping in that toilet. Oh my goodness. I jumped, and then I didn't know how to open the door because I thought that I'd made a mistake, that I was going to cause an accident and everyone was going to die in the airplane. After pressing the flush, and then the sound, it went like whoosh, very, very noisy and very powerful. I decided to knock. I wanted to open the door to go outside. I didn't know how to go outside, so I started banging the door. Then I remember I was saying, help me, please open the door. Then the flight attendant came quickly and told me, hey, there's a button in there, look at there on the door, just slide left and then you will open and get outside. So I looked at it, and then I did that, and then I came outside. Then he asked me, what is wrong? I told her, the toilet flush, it is so powerful. I didn't know that. So she asked, is it your first time to board an airplane? I said yes. Then he, okay, Benjamin, take it easy. This is what happens. Just relax, everything is okay. Please walk slowly and go and sit. My goodness. What is your experience boarding an airplane for the first time? Then I went back, I sat down. This guy who was reading a Bible was still reading a Bible. So by the time I went and I sat back on my seat, this guy started praying. You know, he started praying. Then he started praying. He was just praying. God have mercy, I don't know, help us. He put the Bible there. He started, it's very, 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 very scary when a passenger next to you start praying in an airplane. It's like those Arabic airplanes, where they start reciting the Quran, Allahu Akbar, blah, 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 blah. So you don't know if it's instructions or it's a warning or it's a prayer that there's an accident coming. So if you board such a plane and they're just saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah, that prayer is very scary. So this guy, and he was a Nigerian, and this guy is seated next to me. He begins praying. So I want to ask him, why are you praying? But I'm like, this is a passenger. It's my first time in the airplane. I can't ask him, why is he praying? He's a Christian. So for me, I decided to sit. I put the earphones. And then finally, I knew how to operate the TV, which was in front of me. Then I was just listening to music. So nasikiza music. Oga is praying. Oga, why are you praying? You've prayed for more than 15 minutes. So, as he continued praying, then I remembered my mother told me to pray. But I prayed. I remember I prayed even before the takeoff. In Africa, we always pray so that we don't have an accident. It's a very interesting continent. Just before 2:30, my mother told me, my son, when you go there, please, omba Mungu akusaidie mfike salama. Ajali ya ndege inakuanga mbaya, lakini omba. So when I entered, I remember when I sat, I just closed my eye. God, this is my first time I'm taking this airplane. Please take care of me and the passengers in this airplane. In case of any accident, which I don't believe that we're going to have any accident, please, Lord, forgive me all my sins. Protect us, the pilot, and everyone, so long as we land and we go safely where we are heading to. In Jesus' name I pray. finish praying. And you know, in airplane, you pray politely so that others cannot see you. It's like a secret. Even these days, people have become professional prayers. You don't even pray without closing your eyes. So you're just seated like this, or you're on WhatsApp. You're holding your phone, but you don't want other passengers to know that you're praying. You hold your phone like this. Jesus, Lord, we're going to take this plane. Please protect us. In case of accident, forgive me all my sins, and please protect my family. In Jesus' name I pray. So, I did that prayer. The good thing that made me to pray by closing my eyes is because the Oga next to me was also praying all the time. That prayer is very important. It's very important, by the way. In Africa, that prayer in the airplane is very, very, because you don't know. You never know. Airplane accident is always, always 250 aboard have gone missing. It's a very, I think it's the worst accident. It's the worst accident ever. So, Shah Jasmine says, that part of flushing the toilet scared me to death. The first time I was on the airplane. It's the worst experience. The Prince, Diggy prayer. You bears, spare my ribs. This is about experiences about life abroad. Remember, you can join me by clicking on the link that is pinned there on the comments. So anyway, back to my story. So here I am. This old guy is praying, and then I look at him, I look at the TV. So I added volume so that I couldn't hear him praying, because the prayers were becoming too much for me. Then I think after 1 hour, there was turbulence. Turbulence with an African person in airplane. I don't know. Turbulence. Wakati ndege inaanza kuyumba yumba. Turbulence. Do you know the meaning of turbulence in an airplane? So the airplane started to turbulate. Turbulence. Then this the pilot says, we have bad weather condition, but it should be over in the next few minutes. Please fasten your safety belts, and everything should be fine. When the turbulence started, the Oga, the Nigerian guy, continued praying hard. He added his prayers. That guy is one of the guys who gave me the worst stresses in my life in the airplane for the first time. As the turbulence were increasing, then he went on praying. Remember, we have a drunkard on the other side. So for me, we are seated on the left side. Then on the other side, the right side, there's a drunkard, a Kenyan man. So finally, he could hear the Nigerian man praying. Then he also attacked him and asked, why are you praying? Why do people always pray? If we are going to die, we are going to die. You should pray that your children do not suffer. I will never forget this drunkard, what he was saying. Pray for specific things. Why are you praying that we don't have an accident? If we're going to have an accident, it's going to happen. And these are the signs. The turbulence is the first sign. If we are going to die, we're going to die. It was funny, and everyone was looking at the drunkard guy. Then the flight attendants came to him and told him, hey, please avoid these statements. Somehow he could understand what he was saying, but he was very drunk. So then he said, for me, I am telling the Nigerian man to stop praying. You don't pray so that we don't have an accident. You pray for God to forgive your sins, to take care of your family because you're going to die. Why is he praying for an accident to stop? And we are already on turbulence. Then finally he kept quiet. I don't know. I think he became too drunk. And then, so the turbulence lasted for more than, I don't remember, but more than 15 minutes. That was a very long time. It was shaking. So for me, I looked at my phone. I wanted to tell my mother that we are going to have an accident. And this airplane, the way it's moving and the turbulence, it is very scary. So when I checked my phone, there was no signal. So I couldn't send her any message. So I was like, wow. For a few minutes, I thought about death. I don't know if you have ever experienced that feeling that you're going to die in an airplane. I'm going to die. So I moved away from my country to come all the way to die inside here. So I was like, how am I going to die before telling my family? Or even before even telling my mother this is the accident? How can I send this message to her so that she's aware? But after 15 minutes, the Oga was praying and praying really hard. Then the turbulence stopped. And then the airplane started moving smoothly. Very good feeling. I went back to the toilet, but this second time, I didn't flush the toilet because the first time was very scary. I went there, I used the toilet, I didn't flush. I said, this one I'm not going to flush. I will go back and sit. The next person will flush it for me. Went back, I found Oga sleeping. So I went, I sat down. Now 1 hour before we landed, the Nigerian man woke up, you know. The Nigerian man woke up. So we started talking. I asked him, hello, sir. He said, I'm fine. How are you? Okay. What's your name? I'm Benjamin. Where are you going? I'm going to Japan. And you? And then he told me I'm going to India for business. And then I asked him, is this your first time in the airplane? He said, no, it's not my first time. Then finally he told me, I normally go for 2 years. I am in a long distance relationship. Ah, long distance. So I started connecting the dots. So I asked him, what you were praying so much and reading your Bible. Do you always read your Bible in the airplane like this? He said, yeah, I do this all the time. It helps me, my brother. My brother, this Bible is very powerful. So he started preaching to me. Then he told me, I have, my wife is a South African, and we have 2 children. So I always go for 2 years in India to make money and support them. But I don't know what she normally does when I leave her alone. So he started opening. I don't know why he started opening up and telling me all these stories. I didn't ask him any question. I was just asking him, why do you pray so hard? And then he told me, no, I've been in long distance. I go for 2 years. And then he told me, this year, now in this flight, this was the 4th time he was going again abroad, leaving the wife and the 2 children back home. The 4th time. And then he told me, Benjamin, today when my wife was escorting me to the airport, she told me she cannot wait for me anymore. That is too much. She can no longer continue waiting for me. She has waited for me 4 times. This guy was very honest. She told me she cannot wait for me. But we have 2 children. The youngest one is just 1 year old. But she told me that she cannot wait for me. So I'm very scared, man. I'm going to India for 2 years and I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm praying that she can remain faithful and believe in me and believe in our relationship. Long distance. Praying for long distance. Ladies and gentlemen, when you take your flight, I see a comment here. Caroline Temo, what are you saying? Remember, you can send me stars. Mercy Ombuya, thank you for those stars. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Caroline Temo, good morning, Benjamin. Ish, it will be my first time in December, but at least it's gonna be a 2-hour flight. A 2 hour is very easy. 2 hour, you can't even use the toilet. Some of us, we travel for 17 hours where you eat breakfast, lunch and dinner inside airplane. 2 hours is very easy. 2 hours, they give you juice and biscuits, and that's all. So it shouldn't be a very tough flight, but you'll experience certain things, especially if it is your first time and you're inside there, and then you can open the window and sit down. If you have the height phobia, you will be very scared. So this Oga told me that his wife told him she's not going to wait for him anymore, and that's why he was praying for her. I don't know if the wife changed her mind. What do you think? If you leave your spouse back home, experiences abroad, ukiwacha bibi Kenya, ukiwacha bibi Kenya ama bwana Kenya, nini itafanyika? Let me know in the comments. If you travel and you leave your spouse behind, what do you think is going to happen? Or your boyfriend or your girlfriend? So he told me, Benjamin, I was praying that no man should touch my wife for the next 2 years because I'm looking for money for them. For my, I see some stars there by Jude Brownwell. Thank you so much, Jude. I've received your stars. Thank you so much. Together with Mercy. God bless you. Now, the most interesting part was the landing. Ndege kushuka chini. Ndege kushuka chini. The landing is also another drama. Landing is another. So when we were landing, they told us to open the windows. I don't know why. They told us open the windows so we can see when you're landing down. So I opened the windows, and then so we are going down. This lady behind me, the one who cried when we were taking off, started crying again. Crying part 2. This time, the crying was too loud and very scary. Started crying. So everyone was looking at her, and everyone was telling her, relax, relax. Why are you crying? We are landing. But for me, then, I was acting very strong and very very, very, very composed. Like it was not my first time in the airplane. For me, I was acting like I'm, when you're in an airplane, there's a way you act like you know everything. Even if you don't know anything, you have to act like you have been there before. I looked at her, I told her, hey, wewe, tuna land, usilie, acha kulia. We are landing, in the next few minutes. Started crying loud, and then we landed. Landing was very scary. I can never forget the landing experience until the airplane stopped. So when the airplane stopped, this same lady behind me was crying, started laughing. That was the most annoying part. She started laughing. The drunkard guy asked her, Mbono unacheka, why are you laughing and you have been crying all along? Are you a baby? Why are you laughing now? And then she said, but we have landed safely. I am happy that we have landed. This was my first time and I'm going abroad. I am an athlete and we have landed safely. So I'm happy that tumeland vizuri. Ndio kwa maana nacheka. So, the men who were next to her were just looking at her. Even for me, I looked at her, I was like, wow. Anyway, tumeland, she's laughing, she's happy, we have landed safely. So we step out. Anyone with Nyongesha Nyongesa Henrietta. Yeah, yes, we have those connections, but it's a green card. You can join by applying for a green card. Anyway, to cut the long story short, so we get outside of the airplane, and then Dubai airport is one of the biggest airports, I think, in the world. It's a very complicated. I don't know, 10 years ago it was very complicated. Maybe I was very nervous. So I arrive at midnight, but my next flight is at 2 a.m. So I have 2 hours to move from this position to go and get the next flight. So I start walking around that airplane. Then I meet Dubai is a city with so many foreigners. Others can speak English, others cannot speak English. So you don't even meet Dubai people, you meet foreigners. So I'm at the airport, I'm meeting these people who are working there. I'm telling them I'm supposed to go to this country, I'm going to Japan. And I don't know my gate number. The first person I meet, I think, is a Filipino, cannot speak to me, cannot tell me anything. I keep on asking people, then I look at the watch, it's already 1 a.m. I have 1 hour to go. I haven't found my gate. So I keep on asking so many people, where is this flight? Everyone is telling me, I don't know, just go. I check my watch again, it's already 1:30. I have 30 minutes to go. So I knew I was going to miss the flight. So what I did, I swear to God, I started crying. So I started crying. I'm pulling my small suitcase, but I'm crying at the airport. I don't know where I'm going. So I meet one of the police officers there at the airport. Then I explain to him, I tell him, so I realized that most people cannot be able to speak very easily and quickly, or maybe my English was too fast for them. So I tell this police guy, I'm looking for the flight going to Japan, but I don't know the gate number. He was so kind. So first of all, he started laughing at me. Why are you crying? You know, it's like a man seeing another man cry. Why are you crying? I told him, because I think I'm going to miss my flight. I don't have money. If I miss this flight, I don't know where I will go. I will be deported. I will go back home. And I come from a very poor family. If they deport me, it's very unfortunate for my family. So I explained myself. So he told me, okay, just don't cry. I will show you the gate. What time is your flight? I said 2 a.m. It's 1:30. Wow. You have 30 minutes to go. So he checked on his phone quickly and told me that your flight is on the other side, but you have 10 minutes to go there, and you have to run. Start running now. So I started running. So I'm running, but I can't see the gate. I hear it was gate number 64. So I'm running, looking at the watch. It's 1:40, almost 1:40 a.m. My flight is at 2 a.m. And then I started crying. As I'm running, I'm crying. I'm running, I'm crying. One of the worst experiences I've ever experienced at the airport. Finally, I arrived at that gate 64 just about 10 minutes before the flight was... I was the last one to get there. When I got there, and then they asked me, are you Benjamin? Where have you been? Then I said, I didn't know the gate. It's my first time here, and that's why I'm running to get here. I was very lucky to get in the airplane and travel. That is my experience at the airport for the first time. Freddy Dantes Morning Mkuu. So this show here, I started it today for you and anyone who else is watching right now, those who have been overseas, and also those who have businesses to talk about their businesses. I used to do this show every Friday, but I'm trying to change the timing to do it the American time, especially at the night time or in the morning time, if you're in Middle East or in Africa, because I believe in connections to go outside, connections to go somewhere, connections to build your business. And I'll be doing this show, and whenever you are free, if you want to come and talk about your business, you want to talk about your experience abroad, you can always join me in this show. And I'll be sharing with you my other stories about abroad, like last time in Japan, very developed country, and I thought I bought what was that? Strawberry juice. Strawberry, I was looking for strawberry. I thought I bought a strawberry juice, but it was a strawberry jam. I drank jam. It was jam, and it wasn't juice, because I couldn't read Japanese. The language was very difficult for me to read on the bottle. For me, I saw the fruit, strawberry fruit, and I knew this was strawberry juice. But I ended up drinking jam instead of juice. So please, the next time you see me doing this show, especially around this time, and you're free, feel free to join and share your experiences about life abroad. And thank you so much for listening to my story. I want to wish you a happy new month of May. I can see here May. Today is already May in America. May the 1st, Labor Day, wherever you are. Even though January, February, March and April was not good for you. Caroline Temo, thank you so much for the stars. Thank you so much. I hope that May may be a better month for you and your family. And I wish you nothing but the best. Baby, I will never take alcohol again while boarding flight. Yes, I have a story about alcohol. I like drinking wine, but there's one time I drank too much wine before boarding an airplane. I will never do it again. That's another story for another day. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that you enjoy your your Sunday. Hope to see you again. If you're listening to me for the first time, don't forget to like and follow the page there on the screen. And thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your Sunday.
Nishike lipi kati ya kazi na mapenzi ili nisijepotea. Nilipokonywa siti kwenye gali la mapenzi na kutupa mfano wa gunia. Oh no. Maradhi ya mapenzi ya tibiki, tunajikazaka tukibishi. Ndo maana nikimwona ninahisi moyo unaungua ndani. Rohoni pia wivu unahiti, moyoni donda ndugu bado bichi. Na wengi wao wasariti na ufia moyo wangu. Yani uweze kuamini hata upeni, hata tekwa nami. Wala uweze kuamini hata upeni, hata kuacha niamini. Yani kama mapenzi yanakushinda, achana nayo. Usiyalazimishe, achana nayo. Utakuja kuwawa vibaya we, achana nayo. Waniulize mimi